according to you, what would be the best quality for a research scientist?
Most importantly, in science, there are three most important fields which a student can pursue. He can go for core scientific research. Now, core scientific research means what? The core science subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. So, he can go in core scientific research regarding these four subjects. Why we are alive on Earth? The most important reason is discovery of antibiotics. Before discovery of antibiotics, people used to they did die because of infections, okay, ordinary infections like bacterial infections, fungal infections. Sir Alexander Fleming, he worked for 16 years on a fungus called penicillium in order to extract penicillin antibiotic.
आज हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं साइंस डे, जो हर साल 28 फरवरी को मनाया जाता है इन ऑनर टू डिस्कवर रमन इफेक्ट बाय सीवी रामन। साइंस हमें बहुत कुछ सिखाता है। अगर आज साइंस नहीं होता तो हमारे पास मोबाइल फोन्स नहीं होते। इस दिन को और खास मनाने के लिए हमारे साथ है डॉक्टर रवि पाटकी। आइए उनसे बात करते हैं और जानते हैं कि साइंस इंसानों, बच्चों के लिए इतना महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है। सर, आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कि 28 फरवरी को साइंस डे क्यों मनाया जाता है?
That's a very good question. Many students, they love science, they pursue science, they pursue engineering, they pursue medicine, they pursue research. But at the end of the day, very few of them know that why Science Day is celebrated on 28th of February. Now, India created a genius in a physicist whose name was C.V. Raman. And he discovered an effect which is called as Raman effect regarding how the light gets dispersed while it goes through a prism. That is called as a Raman effect. If we have to go into details of that, what is Raman effect, it will take a lot of time to explain. Now, that particular Raman effect, it really changed the manner in which the science is seen. And because of Raman effect, through spectroscopy, now we can analyze chemicals, okay, then we can make forensic diagnosis, we can make medical diagnosis. So in short, the discovery of C.V. Raman changed the scientific world. It changed the manner in which the science is seen. It changed the manner in which the ease of living changed. So that is considered as a magnificent discovery in the field of science. So he was awarded a Nobel Prize in 1930. But till 1987, no cognizance was taken about this. In 1987, Indian government, it thought that we really need to give some push to scientific research. And that's why in 1987, this day was supposed to be that we should celebrate the Raman Effect Day as the National Science Day. So from that day in 1987, 28th February is now decided as a National Science Day, and we are celebrating now.
Actually, sir, it is very true. Like many people would never know कि 28 फरवरी को नेशनल साइंस डे क्यों ही मनाया
Yes,
जाता है।
yes.
सो मेरा आपका अगला प्रश्न ये रहेगा कि एज मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड टू परस्यू साइंस, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू यू, व्हाट वुड बी द बेस्ट क्वालिटी फॉर अ रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट?
Superb question. Most importantly, in science, there are three most important fields which a student can pursue. He can go for core scientific research. Now, core scientific research means what? The core science subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. So, he can go in core scientific research regarding these four subjects, or he can pursue engineering, or he can pursue medicine. Now, if you see the history of all the scientists who made path making discoveries in the field of science, right? And their discoveries are supposed to be the inflection points in scientific research. You will find that the most important quality of any scientist has been his or her perseverance. Never say die attitude. They will never think that, okay, now it is impossible for me to make another effort. I have been failing successively, okay, attempt after attempt. I'm tired, I should stop. The only inspiration a scientist has is not to make name for himself, okay, but I can say it's a divine feeling which comes in the scientist's mind, in heart, that how I can make life of the people easy.
Actually.
Yes, it's a kind of spiritual feeling. And these people are driven so much by this feeling that they do selfless work in laboratories for years together for clicking one research. For example, many of the students know that Edison, he discovered a bulb, a light bulb. But it is reported that he attempted 10,000 times and failed in his attempt. Some records say that he attempted it 2,700 times. But after failing for so many times, he still kept pegging on. And after 10,000 attempts or whatever number of attempts, it was a huge number of attempts. At the end of the day, he could light that bulb. He could discover that filament which could burn for 1200 hours on the bounce. And that discovery, how the light bulb glows, it has brought a sea change in everyday's life. Another very important discovery, why we are alive on earth. The most important reason is discovery of antibiotics. Before discovery of antibiotics, people used to they did die because of infections, okay, ordinary infections like bacterial infections, fungal infections, and there was no treatment on infections. But Sir Alexander Fleming, he worked for 16 years on a fungus called penicillium in order to extract penicillin antibiotic. And now, not in just ICU, but in day-to-day life. For example, we suffer by throat infection. At home itself, without any prescription, we get azithromycin. Across the counter, we take it. Actually, it's not advisable, but still, 3 times in 3 days, and the infection is cleared. So, by the time the bacteria can reach their maximum capacity and harm the body, okay, which is very dangerous, and that property is called virulence, in which the bacteria actually start killing the cells. We stop their infection in the primary stage. That is because of antibiotics. So not in only in just ICU, but in day-to-day treatment, we are getting cured by antibiotics and moving forward. Without antibiotics, I just cannot imagine that man would have lived for these many years on the earth. Third important discovery of insulin. You know that without insulin, it was almost difficult for man to be in existence. So, Banting and Best, these two scientists, they extracted insulin, okay, from the pancreas of dog, and because of insulin, diabetes has been very successfully controlled. It's not a disease that which can be cured fully, but one we can live with diabetes for so many years without any problem. So fantastic discovery. Can you believe that a person can live without a smartphone?
Absolutely not.
Just impossible. So smartphone was discovered in 1994 at IBM. Before that, a mobile phone was discovered. After that, smartphone was discovered. And smartphone comes with so many applications, okay? And each application, it might be a life-saving application. You can now see your blood pressure in a smartphone. You can monitor your glucose level in smartphone. You can watch how many steps you have walked, and so many other things. From entertainment to healthcare, everything comes in a smartphone. So just we cannot imagine life without smartphone. And I cannot, it's unbelievable, beyond my imagination, to think that even on this tip of the nail, the Apple is actually accommodating about 1 million transistors on the size of nail tip in Apple phone. 1 million transistors. And that Apple phone is so beautifully designed and so accurate to work. You will hardly find any person complaining about the working mechanism of the iPhone, or it has failed, or the person has from time to time go to the workshop to get it repaired. No. So in engineering, in research, in medicine, everywhere, because of scientists, because of core science, because of scientific research, people are still living, making merry on the earth, getting entertained, living a healthy life, everything because of just science.
आई टोटली अग्री विद दिस सर। लाइक जब आपने बोला कि साइंस है तो आज फोन है, बिकॉज
बिल्कुल
आज जो हम फोन में चाहे मेडिसिन से रिलेटेड हो या एंटरटेनमेंट हो, सब कुछ फोन ही है। लाइक हम
बिल्कुल
सुबह उठते हैं तो फोन हमारे हाथों में होता है।
एब्सोल्युटली
तो सर मुझे आपसे ये पूछना था कि अभी जैसे एग्जाम्स का टाइम है, अभी 10th के एग्जाम्स का टाइम पे, तो बच्चों पे एक प्रेशर तो रहता ही है। चाहे अगर हमारा फिजिक्स का पेपर टफ हो जाए तो केमिस्ट्री का पेपर तो इजी होगा, वही वाइस वर्सा होता है। तो वो मतलब इसके पीछे क्या लॉजिक हो सकता है?
yeah. This is also a very striking question because it is very close to heart to 10th standard students and especially their parents.
एग्जैक्टली।
So most important thing is when you are talking about physics, any physics teacher will tell you that you have to understand what exactly is happening in that concept. The most important thing, which is often ignored, which is often neglected, that you should be lucky, fortunate enough to get a wonderful teacher who can inculcate in you the liking for physics and make you hungry to understand how exactly it is happening, because physics is all hypothetical. Nothing is happening in real life. For example, if a person has to teach bones, human bones, he can bring the human bones in the classroom and show, see, this is the femur, that is bone of the thigh, this is tibia, this is fibula, this is humerus, it fits into shoulder, glenoid cavity, etc. etc. But what about physics? The satellite is going up, it is revolving around this planet with a critical velocity. The teacher has to see that the student can imagine this. So first important point is you should be lucky enough to get an excellent teacher. That comes sheer luck. That comes by sheer luck. And number two is students believe that if they do the subject by heart, okay, if they do the laws by heart, they know physics laws by heart, they know physics. No, physics has to be understood. Every single concept has to be understood. It's a subject of application, so it has to be understood. The person should develop the feeling for the subject, what is called the vision of the subject, जिसको हम बोलते हैं नजर आनी चाहिए फिजिक्स की. तो that comes sheerly by practice. Students feel that I have solved 10 numericals of this, now I can crack any problem in exam. No. You get the mastery of physics by solving multiple problems, multiple types of problems. If there are 15 types of problems given in your exercise in the textbook, you should be able to solve at least 25 to 30 problems of the same type. If you are good at physics, or if you don't develop this care for physics, then 11th and 12th science become very easy. So what I will suggest, get the best possible teacher for you, then try to understand the subject in its core, how the physics mechanisms work, okay, with the help of experiments. The teacher should be able to take you as close as possible to the reality. And more you practice numericals, the more fear of physics will be removed from your mind.
Sir, but according to you, what would be like during the, like, as soon as the exam paper comes, is physics more tough or the chemistry? But when I used to be in my college or school days, whenever the physics paper used to come, I would be in a panic mode only. Like I was like, if physics is not going good, I hope the chemistry would go better.
Okay. So most important thing is all the students, they get stressed out while solving physics or before actually giving the physics exam. Just going in the class or going in your boards to solve physics paper, they get so much pressure. So how you can eliminate that pressure thing of physics from your mind? There is no magic wand on this. The only thing is you have to make more and more and more practice. If 11th and 12th standard physics, okay, we will talk about this. If a book had say 100 numericals of that particular chapter, you should have solved at least 400 numericals. The problem with students is students know that physics is difficult. In 11th standard itself, they feel that physics is difficult, so they refrain from physics. It should be exactly opposite. Whatever is difficult for students, with practice, they should make it controllable for themselves. For example, if let me give you a cricketing example, students can relate to it very easily. If Virat Kohli has to chase 260 in say T20 match or 350, he plans the inning very well. What should be his approach in the first 10 overs, what should be his approach in the next 20 overs, what should be his approach in the slog overs. So accordingly, the student has to plan for physics throughout the year. It's not a thing that you can attempt physics by studying for 10 or 15 days. No, you should have worked for at least 365 days on physics every day, at least few hours of physics, and that fear will be removed from your mind.
Okay. Now I hope the students are a bit of down of stress of physics.
Yes,
So as you have know कि अभी AI आ गया है, like many of the Gen Zs want to become influencer or content creators. There would be very rare members who want to go in science or pursue science or become a research scientist. So is AI really affecting the stream of science now, like engineering and science?
absolutely. AI is going to, I won't say affect because it will have a negative connotation. AI is um influencing science in a positive way. AI is not a commodity a student or a person should be afraid of. In fact, he should try to learn AI skills in order to make his own core competence more competent. Now, let us take an example of engineering. Please remember, though AI has penetrated in every engineering branch, it may be mechanical, it may be civil, it may be computers, any engineering branch, AI has penetrated. That's fine. But it is not going to change the core concepts of physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. You know what Elon Musk had said? Elon Musk, who's the, I can say, one of the most brilliant human minds which the earth has ever produced. What he said that AI is going to penetrate, it has penetrated the human mind, it has penetrated the careers. But for students to succeed in engineering or any good field, his core science subjects should be very good. He should be very good at physics. He should be very good, or she should be very good at mathematics. If his principles of these subjects, core subjects, are good, then it's very easy for him even to understand the concepts of AI. Now, let us talk about few engineering fields. Now, mechanical engineering. Why it's important to study AI? Because the knowledge of AI is clubbed in mechanical engineering. How we can find or discover intelligent machines. Civil engineering. How AI may help me to find a very good construction site with the help of drone technology. Otherwise, I will be grappling with this whether I can find a good construction site about 25 miles from my place. The drone will get it done for me. Then AI in computers. It will give me new softwares. Machine learning. It will make the customers, for them it will make very easy to find out. For example, I will give one example. If you type on your mobile phone that I want, for example, this type of clothing, so some 10-15 shops will come in front of you. Okay, now this is memorized by the mobile phone the next time. It must be your experience that the next time you uh, connect to your mobile phone, and before you type anything, okay, whatever you had typed on the previous day, related to that, the websites will start coming in front of you. This is called machine learning. So, machine learning is a subject which remembers what you had done last time and gives you information without you asking for it. So that is machine learning. It's a must thing, machine learning, for any computer science student to learn. It adds to your skills. It is not going to remove your skills. It is not going to threat your existence as a science student or engineering student. So AI is going to act as our friend. It is going to do value addition. Now, see, in medical field also, a doctor has to have knowledge of AI, how AI is helping in the field of medicine. For example, if a radiologist cannot find a deformity with the help of MRI with his machine, the AI, the artificial intelligence software will go to that microscopic level where the MRI machine has not gone. And he will tell that radiologist that I can find something wrong which is about the size of say few microns, please concentrate on that. Robotic surgeries, okay, now for example, at certain point the surgeon's hand may tremor like this, may shake like that, okay, so the robotic which is facilitated by AI can do very small microscopic surgeries. Drug designs, with the help of artificial intelligence, the research scientists who are working in pharma labs, they can simulate, you know what is simulation, that is how it will work. They can simulate the working mechanism of a chemical or a molecule. And then pharmacology, that is when it will enter pharmacodynamics, when it will enter the body, how it will react with the cells in our body, what type of effects it will produce. So AI has penetrated in all fields. The most important responsibility of the students, I will say a divine responsibility, is not to get scared of AI because it is new. It will add value to your system. The most important thing from here onwards, you have to choose an institute, choose a college which is blending your basic education with AI. So the college which is blending mechanical engineering education with AI, blending computer engineering with AI, blending medicine education with AI, students should opt for such institutes. They should make it a point that at the time of admission, they go to any college, they ask the administration over there that how much AI you are using now in teaching, how much integral part is AI in the teaching course. That's very important, and parents also should remember this and see to it that their students, they study AI in whatever fields they choose. And for that, just like in physics you need a good teacher, just like in higher education you need a good institute now which has a basic facilities of AI with them.
तो देखा जाए तो एआई मतलब पॉजिटिव नोट में
बिल्कुल,
साइंस को तो बहुत अच्छा ही मान दे
बिल्कुल,
रहा होगा।
बिल्कुल।
तो सर अभी मुझे ये भी जानना था कि आपके हिसाब से व्हाट वुड बी वन इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट if someone wants to become a scientist, a research scientist?
See, to become a research scientist, the most important thing is patience. Okay, a student has to fix in his mind, or his mind should take up this, that I want to become a scientist. Please remember, to become a scientist is a selfless job. The most important divine inspiration in your mind is to I have to make people's life easy. So whether you have that inspiration in your mind, after 12 standard, see if you are 17 years of age at the end of 12 standard, research is going to take minimum 12 years after that, 10 to 12 years. So till 27, 28, there's no chance that you become a research scientist. You will finish your PhD at the age of 27 or 29. and then you will start making discoveries. Your discovery may take very long time, okay, but after you discover certain thing, the happiness, the pleasure, the joy, the satisfaction which will give you, just imagine the scientist in England who discovered AstraZeneca vaccine and gave Covishield to us. If she was a lady scientist, if she hadn't given that to us, Covishield would not have been possible and we would not have been living by now. So, patience is most important, my dear students, if you want to pursue scientific research, because your peers who are not doing research, who are doing engineering, they will pass out at the age of 21, 22, they will get a decent job, start getting salary. Don't compare with them because your goals are different. Yes, your goals are different. You are meant for society, and therefore don't compare with them. You will start earning at the time of your post graduation, at the time of your research. After your research, you will apply for patents. We don't know how many patents you will get. Now I have to talk about a little bit about the financial side also, because parents will ask you what about the financial side. So after you secure patents, the money will start just pouring in. But the greatest satisfaction is to do something good for humanity. That comes with research. So you have to remember, if you go for research, patience is the most important keyword, and you have to follow research just by keeping in mind that I'm doing something brilliant and this is going to change lives of so many people in a positive way.
तो मतलब अगर रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट बनना है तो यही मोटिवेशन होना चाहिए, एक तो
Absolutely.
रिसर्च और दूसरा पेशेंस.
Yes, research and patience. And please remember the financial side of it, it is automatically taken care of. Once you get patents or once you get a research job in a good lab, in a good scientific institute, it's not the case that you are doing just research, going to lab day in and day out, and you are not making any money. It's not like that. Parents and students should remember this. So while you finish your post graduation, you start getting some salary, which will be very good at par with any medical student. And once you get patents of yourself, okay, then sky is the limit as far as financial gains are also concerned.
So where there's a patient, there's a good income also which is
Absolutely,
coming.
absolutely.
So even like I wanted to know, during the COVID time, maybe like science had helped a lot because of medicines, COVID-19 vaccines.
Yes.
Not only in the part of COVID-19, in various fields, science would step at one, I believe. So what would be your outcome on that?
The most important outcome of COVID, I will say, people understood the importance of science,
Absolutely.
significance of science, significance of scientists. I think after COVID, people started paying attention to how scientific research is very important. Because in day to day life, see, you go for pathology test, okay? You want to check your glucose level. The glucose level comes. Accordingly, your doctor prescribes the medicine. Some scientist has given his years of life in understanding how the glucose level in the blood should be understood. That's single research. The next thing was to find out the glycosylated hemoglobin, what is called HbA1. So if a person's glucose level comes out to be very good, the fasting and PP levels, the glucose on the day of the test, but it is quite possible for last 3 months he was not doing proper diet, he was not doing exercise. So what was his glucose level for last 3 months? For that, there is one more research which comes where the pathologists check how much glucose was attached to your hemoglobin molecule in your blood for last 3 months. तो इसमें ये जो लोग होते हैं ना कि जो बोलते हैं कि हमने ऐसा डाइट किया वैसा डाइट किया, तो वो 3 मंथ्स में कैसा डाइट किया वो पकड़े जाते हैं. So this is every single test you do or whatever, for example, television, dish TV, dish antenna, fridge, microwave, everything has come out of research. So I think because of COVID, the most important thing which has done is It has produced awareness about the scientific research. It has increased many folds the respect about scientists. And most importantly, I have seen that after COVID, people have started taking genuine interest in research.
It's absolutely true, sir. So even my question would be like, in our daily life, how science is helping us with like helping us, और हमको मतलब आगे कैसे बढ़ा रहा है, मतलब दिनचर्या में, मतलब सुबह भी साइंस हमको उठाता है, या फिर कोई ऐसे ऐसे डे टू डे लाइफ रहेंगी ना जहाँ पे साइंस हमको बहुत हेल्प कर रहा है.
Yeah. Now, most important thing is, it's a very good question, very pertinent question. Just believe that we are in existence. That means what? Our body is clicking. Our body is in shape. The heart is beating. Okay. The liver is working. The lungs are doing respiration. Therefore, we are living. So, this is one part which is called medical science. If you don't have knowledge of your own body, I'm talking about the physiology, how the body works. If I don't brush teeth, what will happen? The germs will accumulate in the teeth. How it is harmful as far as long time is concerned, long term is concerned. Now, the scientific research provides you day to day basis what you should eat, what you should not eat. So, if a kid eats McD burger every day, what is going to happen at the age of 20 to him? He will be obese. So his weight will be 75, 80, and his age is 20. So the weight is supposed to be just 45, 50. So what problems it is going to fetch? So regarding your health, the most important thing is regarding your health, science brings lot of awareness on day to day basis. Okay. And what is our life these days? It is full of gadgets.
Totally.
Because of gadgets, life is impossible. So science teaches us that because of scientific research and discoveries, these gadgets have become possible. And because of gadgets, our life has become possible. It's not an exaggeration that a person cannot live without a mobile. It's not an exaggeration because his office, his entire work, okay, his health, everything is accommodated in his phone. So if there is no, just imagine that you get up in the morning at 6 o'clock and you don't find the phone around you. What happens to you? You are like a fish out of water.
Like we think that if we are not having phone in the
Hey,
morning, our day
किधर
is
गया
worse.
किधर गया
हाँ,
मेरा मोबाइल
दिन
किधर
खराब हो गया.
because everything is in the phone, from mails, whatever you are going to do the work, everything is in the phone. So on day to day basis, it is beyond explanation now that how science helps us. Every science, the physics helps us, chemistry helps us. Chemistry will tell you uh, which two colors you should blend so that it will be nicely coated on your wall. What is that? It is chemistry. Biology teaches you the health science. Mathematics gives you to think everything in a logical way, systematic way, methodical way. Maths teaches us. So the role of math should not be ignored. It teaches you how to do about or how to do a job systematically because you solve a problem with a system in your mind. That logical, systematic, methodical problem solving, that technique, it gets drilled in your mind by solving math problems. So math should be also considered as very important scientific field. So what is the word STEM? STEM research. In US, what this research is called STEM: science, technology, engineering, and medicine. And mathematics. I'm sorry, not medicine, because medicine comes in science itself. So that STEM research, the most developed countries in the world, they talk about. So US or England or Germany or Japan invite students for what? You do degrees here in STEM field and you do research, okay, make our country prosperous. So every now and then science intervenes in our life in positive way. So the role of science cannot be denied.
Okay. So my last question would be, what would be the 5 motivational words you want to give a Gen Z or the students who actually want to pursue science or the research scientist?
It's a huge list. But to be concise, I will say number one is patience, as I told you, because without it, research is not possible. Even engineering, medicine, not possible. Any scientific field needs a lot of patience. Number two, as I told you, that you have patience, but you keep on failing. But just like Edison, perseverance. You will fail for quite a number of times. Number three, selfless devotion. Okay, that I have to do this for betterment of mankind. That selflessness. Even if you're working for making your both ends meet, for living a prosperous life, that's why you have entered in the field of engineering. Yes, fine, you make a life for yourself, but whatever you do in the field of engineering, that improves the life of others. So many times, just think about, there was no metro railway, right, about 2 years back. How it has changed the life of Pune people after introduction of metro. For going to Chinchwad, it needed 1.5 hours by a car. Now a person can reach Chinchwad in 25 minutes. So, because of what it became possible, because of engineering marvel, architectural engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering. So, that selfless devotion, that I will work to create new beautiful things in the world. So, that selfless devotion is very important. And if you summarize, okay, or take all the qualities and you say that which is the linchpin of these qualities, and the one thing which stands out is discipline. You may call it consistency, you may call it devotion, you may call it dedication, but it comes under one heading, which is called discipline. That I have to do every day and do this. I have to do every day, do this. I have to do every day, do this, till you get successful. And once you get successful, something new should invite. That is the hallmark of a very good science student, that he's successful in one discovery, the next discovery calls him. Okay, that once again is an inert feeling, intrinsic feeling, I should say, which comes from within. So many qualities are there, but I will say that the most important quality, under which all qualities come, that is discipline.
जैसे हमने जाना कि साइंस डे हमको बहुत कुछ सिखाता है, साइंस दिनचर्या से लेकर रात तक कुछ ना कुछ हमें सिखाता तो ज़रूर है। तो जैसे हमने जाना कि साइंस, अगर हमको साइंटिस्ट बनना है, रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट बनना है, तो 2 चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी है। एक तो रिसर्च और दूसरा पेशेंस। ये 2 चीज़ें के साथ एक ज़्यादा ज़रूरी चीज़ है, वो है डिसिप्लिन। तो हमने जैसे सर के साथ बात किया था, हमको बहुत कुछ जानने मिला था। तो हम सब पुणे टाइम्स मिरर से वी विश यू एवरीवन हैप्पी साइंस डे। थैंक यू।
Happy Science Day, dear students.